Belgium 5-2 Tunisia. Eden Hazard and Romelu Lukaku bag braces as Red Devils take charge of England's group. A sobering reality check for England. Chilling, you really have to say. The manner with which Gareth Southgate's team initially overwhelmed Tunisia in Volgograd on Monday night has been a source of optimism, yet this looked like something entirely different. It was nothing less than an evisceration, which left Belgium as the tournament's joint top scorers. Romelu Lukaku took his tally in these championships to 4, yet Eden Hazard was the supreme operator, at very top of his game. By the 67th minute, both Lukaku and Hazard has been withdrawn, maximizing their state of preparedness for England. The frequency with which the North Africans gave up possession to the European side when not even under pressure was staggering to behold, turning their performance into one of the worst we have seen at this World Cup. Yet the way England's next opponents exploited that was ruthless. The Belgians required less than 120 seconds to put England's lightning start against Tunisia into some kind of perspective. The no-hopers were squabbling between themselves as when first exposed to the blistering pace through the central areas which they simply could not cope with. Thomas Meunier, the 26-year-old PSG player with whom English audiences may be far more acquainted with by the end of Thursday night's encounter in Kaliningrad, measured a pass through the middle to Lukaku, who was just about held off. Goalkeeper Ferk Ben Mustafa wanted to know from the defender why the forward had been allowed through. A difference in pace had everything to do with it. But Belgium were ahead on 5 minutes, when fullback Syan Ben Youssef lumbered into Hazard on the right-hand side of the Tunisia box, bringing him to ground. The Chelsea player calmly converted the penalty, right-footed to Ben Mustafa's left. The Belgians snapped into top gear. Meunier sent Lukaku down the right flank and watched him deliver, short and precisely, a cross which Hazard snapped into with a first-time flick. The Tunisians were reduced to any available strategies to get away into the match. Captain Wahbi Khazri's claim that he had been hit in the face by Jan Vertonghen as they chased a ball into the area was crass. Ferjani Sassi's tackle on Hazard was criminal and he was booked. The way Belgium seized on Tunisia's sloppiness to double their lead would have particularly been sobering for Gareth Southgate's players to behold. Poor control from Ali Maila on the Belgian right allowed Dries Mertens to seize possession, drive forward and navigate a precise pass left to Lukaku, whose angles were immaculate as he drove home through defender Ben Youssef's legs. There are a few pressure points for England to take heart from. The Belgian flanks can get overrun in the 3-4-3 they play. A central defense with Diedrich Boyata at the heart of it is, with respect, not the greatest. Boyata was some way off getting ahead on a Khazri free kick on 18 minutes and Dylan Braun, the Gen forward, was able to rise and head home. The Celtic defender was also booked for a challenge as substitute. Naim Slitai threatened to escape him in the second half. The Belgians seem hopeful that Vincent Kompany will play instead of Boyata on Thursday. Tunisia's glimmer of optimism was short-lived. On the brink of half-time, another mistake in possession on their right allowed De Bruyne to play a short ball to Mounier, who turned in the area and played in Lukaku. He clipped the ball deftly over Ben Mustafa to score. The fourth goal was in keeping with all that had gone before. De Bruyne lifted the ball 30 yards to Hazard, who required 2 preparatory touches, chest control, right foot flick over the advancing Ben Mustafa, before striking it, left-footed into the net. Substitute Michy Batshuayi could have single-handedly added a hat-trick within 10 minutes of arriving for Hazard. His shot across the face of goal, after De Bruyne had sent him in, was cleared off the line by Yassine Zmraya. He hit the bar after Ben Mustafa spilled a save to his feet. And a volley from yet another De Bruyne cross was well saved. But Batshuayi finally did get his goal when Yannick Carrasco's cross sailed over the defence and the Chelsea player drove it home. Khazri scored again at the death, meeting substitute Hamdi Neguez's cross from the right, but there was no disguising the statement of intent. An emphatic message had been sent out to Belgium's next opponents.